Good morning, students. Today we are to start the second chapter from the book Flamingo, and the chapter is Lost Spring. Before I start with the chapter, today I'll just discuss you what do you mean by lost spring. Again, before starting or before discussing the meaning of the title Lost Spring, I would like to ask you one question. Just ask yourself, what do you mean by spring? Because we are not face to face. Otherwise, you may answer me in the class, what do you mean by spring? Some will say it is a season. Some will say spring means to bloom. Some may have some other concept in the mind regarding the spring. So, spring is obviously a season like winter, summer, rainy season, spring, autumn season. But what do you mean by spring season? Or you can say, what are the qualities of spring season? That means spring is the time when the plants grow, the flowers bloom. You can say it's a sign of prosperity, blossom, fulfillment, marry. So now we have come to know the meaning of spring. Just try to imagine what can be the meaning of lost spring. That means, can you imagine a year when there is no spring in life? All seasons are there. Summer comes, winter comes, rainy season comes, autumn season comes, but no spring. Spring is lost. Title is metaphorical. Now we compare. You must have gone through the poem Seven Ages in class 9th by William Shakespeare. So, Seven Ages, you have come to know the different ages. If we are to compare this spring, a part of seasons, one season, with the human life, then childhood is that spring season. Because this is the time when you get chance to get education, to grow, to become strong physically, emotionally, and all that. You prosper in life. You bloom like flowers in life. That is the spring in the human life. So now if we say lost spring, so what you have lost in your life in that spring season? You don't get chance to go to school. You don't get time to enjoy. Rather, you are burdened with something, you can say. So such are the events which force us to feel that the childhood is lost. Now come to the title. Lost spring means there are two articles in the chapter. Anne Young is a writer, and she has written two articles in this chapter. One is Sometime I Find a Rupee in the Garbage, is regarding a child whose name is Sahib Alam. He is a rag picker, used to wander here and there in search of rags because that is their earning, their bread, their livelihood. He and some other children, they used to wander here there in the morning, collect the garbage, sell that garbage, and sometime it happens that they get a coin, 5 rupees note in that garbage. You can imagine, because the story is about, I think, 1971 around. 10,000 people, they migrated from Dhaka because of the natural disaster. All their fields, their homes have been flooded by the rain, disaster, and all that, and they migrated to Delhi and settled near outside on the outer skirt of Delhi, that is Simapuri. So 10,000 rag pickers, they are living in Simapuri, earning their livelihood. They don't have any. You can say this is a comparison that on the periphery of Delhi, but far away from it. because Delhi in 1970s or 80s, you can say, was not so much developed at that time. Simapuri was approximately 15 to 20 kilometers away from Delhi, but still, because it is in the, you can say now NCR, it is in that periphery, but far away from the comforts of Delhi. There was no sewage, no running water system, no ration, no houses, pakka houses were there. People were living in the tents without any running water system, without any sewage system. They used to pick the rags, sell it, and anyhow they are having their earning. So Sahib and other children of his age, they used to wander here and there like the birds. So narrator one day asked these children, asked this child, especially Sahib Alam, why don't you go to school? Because childhood is the time when you should go to school, get education, to learn something. He said, there is no school in our neighborhood. So the narrator asked, if we build one, will you come? He said, why not? He was so eager to get education that after a few days, when he met the narrator again, he asked, is your school ready? And the narrator was, you can say, was embarrassed, because she knows that she has made a promise which can't be fulfilled. Such promises are so many in the life of such rag pickers, Sahib Alam, and so many other. Those promises can't be fulfilled. So now he loves to play tennis, but the game is so costly, is far away from his reach. Like this, one day, narrator asks, what is the meaning of your name, Sahib Alam? He said, no, I don't know. Because she knows, if he comes to know the meaning of his name, Sahib Alam, he will take hard time to believe it. Because Sahib Alam means, Sahib Alam is a Urdu word, is the God of universe, the Lord of universe, you can say. Sahib Alam, Malik, Lord of the universe, and he is a rag picker. Such a great irony is there in the name, behind the name of Sahib Alam. The man whose name resembles, whose name represents the Lord of universe, and he is a rag picker. So how they are, they don't wear chappal, they don't wear sandal, because they have different customs. Some says the mother don't allow to wear the chappal, other says the mother won't give them because he used to throw it. Because these are just the reasons to hide the perpetual poverty. They can't afford actually. So after some time again, narrator sees Sahib Alam. Now he was working in a tea stall. He used to carry that steel canister on his shoulder, getting the milk from the shop. And she asked, are you happy? Sahib Alam was not happy, because now he is working as a labor. His childhood is lost. He is no more a free bird of his own will, roaming here and there with the friends. No doubt he is getting 800 rupees per month, all his 3 meals, but still he is not happy, not satisfied. Because he thinks that the steel canister belongs to the owner. Now he is bounded. The plastic bag which he used to carry on his shoulder and run here and there in search of the garbage, it was his own. Second difference, canister is heavy as compared to the plastic bag. So now he is no more a free bird. He has lost his freedom. He has lost his spring. This is all about the first article, and the second is about Mukesh.